Here's our third video on misleading statistics. So let's see what's going on with this one. All right, so a car dealership is selling 5 cars at the following prices. We got a $12,000 car, $13,000, $15,000, $55,000, and $13,000. Explain why the following statement is misleading. The car dealership sells cars at an average price of $21,600. So there's nothing false about this statement. It's completely true. If you were to add up all of these car prices and divide by the total, you'd get $21,600. So it's not inaccurate. But the question is, why is it misleading? What's misleading about this? So if you saw the statement, you'd think that this was the average car price, which means that you had, a lot of cars around this price, a lot below it, a lot above it. But this was a representation of the dealership. If you look at the actual prices, these 4 are all well beneath the 21,000. So why is this average so much higher? And that's because we had this one pricey car. This fancy $55,000 car got thrown into the mix of our average. And this is called an outlier. An outlier. When you have one piece of data that's, much higher or much lower than everything else, it's going to skew something like an average. An outlier has an effect on the average, so this is misleading because 21,000 isn't an accurate representation. Most of these cars are 15,000 or underneath, and they just had one fancy car in the lot. So that outlier makes this a misleading statistic about the dealership.